Welcome to the DB channel. Glad you're here. Please like and subscribe. Does everything for the channel. Let's get into business.
إننا ندعو ومن الآن كإجراء عملي أولي كل مسلم على أرض
every Muslim and the infidel criminal and arrogant United States.
سواء أكان من أصول
It's not a matter if they're Arab, American, or other descendants. What matters is that they should be Muslims whose prophet is Muhammad.
عليه الصلاة والسلام والذين بلغت
4.5 million Muslims in America alone.
ونصف المليون مسلما في أمريكا وحدها نقول لهم
I'm
جميعا
saying to all of them, revenge, revenge. Do not consult anyone about killing infidel Americans. You should have a lot of determination and a list of your targets should be effective. Go after the scum of the earth and its greatest criminals. Trump, his VP, Musk, his advisors, supporters in terms of finance, administration, technologies, Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense. Go after their families. All of those who have any
People who do not learn from history are bound to make the same mistakes again. So if you think for 1 minute that Islam is compatible with our way of life here in America, you're sadly mistaken. But to know why it's so important to understand a little bit about the history of Islam and how brutal it is, you have to look back and learn just a little bit before you can make that connection. So all what you hear about these, these liberals, and I'm sure they come from a good place, but they're also coming from a place of complete ignorance. With their coexist bumper stickers and all that. Yeah, that's wonderful. You do know that people want you gone, right? It's called an Islamic Caliphate. And they will not stop short of world domination till everybody's either converted or killed. It's that simple. So if you go back real quick, the Prophet Muhammad back in the 600s had a revelation, allegedly, from the angel Gabriel. And it said that he would be the last prophet. So with that wonderful revelation of his, little self-serving, I might add, he starts preaching in his hometown of Mecca. And he starts preaching, and for 12 years, got nowhere. A complete and utter failure. He had friends and family, but not much else. So he decided to go to Medina, where the Jews were. The Jews lived and worked there. He figured he'd go there, but before he went, he did a little magic, right? So he took pieces of the Abrahamic books, the Jewish, the Torah, and interspersed them with things in the Quran. So when you see like Ramadan fasting, well, Jews have Yom Kippur, same thing, different name. Both religions do not eat pork, and both religions bow and pray several times a day. So those coincidentally are found together when you look. There's no coincidence at all. So after he was finished with all that manipulation and plagiarism, he went to the Jewish people again and said, "What do you think? Are we compatible? Would you follow me now?" And the Jews said, no, no, thank you. And so what he did, he amassed a small army, but big enough to do away with all of the Jews and Christians in Medina. They either got them, the ones that stayed were called dhimmi, or second-class citizen is what it means. So they were treated as such. If a Muslim was walking on the sidewalk, the Christian or the Jew would have to walk all the way over to the other side of the street. This army grew and grew over time. And, around 300 years later, they made it to Jerusalem. They overtook Jerusalem. And it got back to the Pope. And the Pope sent word back. And what he says was, how dare you allow these people to kill your brethren, the Christians, fellow Christians. And so they set off the crusade. The crusade came, overtook Jerusalem again, giving it back to the Christians. And for, it was less than 99 years, they held on to it. And then from there, it was overrun again by Muslims and kept until 1967, when Jews, Christians, and Muslims were all allowed to mingle there. Now, of course, it changed since then, but that was where they got it in 1967. So now we come to modern day, where nothing has changed in the mindset of Muslims. They still are marching on to the original mission, which is a worldwide caliphate. Turn everybody into a Muslim or behead them. That's it. There you have a brief synopsis of Islam and how it came about. And I know it's very short and there's a whole lot more I could unpack, but for now, just, there you have it.